Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This one is a bit different because I'm using the hard gel. Some people might know it as a builder gel, but basically this is going to give us the same strength and structure as an acrylic would, but only it needs to be cured under a UV or an LED lamp. So the products that I'm using for the base, it's OPI's Axiom Gel Base, and this is a UV gel. And basically what this does, this will act the same as your acrylic primer would do. So I'm painting it all over the nails, just a really thin coat, just one coat's all it's needed, and then I'm going to cure that under the lamp. Now I'm moving on to the actual builder gel itself, and I'm using ASP and it's their Opaque Pink that I'm using. So the way I do my hard gel nails is I actually do it in the same zones that you do with your acrylic. So you have your free edge zone, then you'll have your apex zone, and then you'll have your cuticle zone. So I find that putting them in all those three zones will give me the strength and the structure, the same as any acrylic nail. So when I'm working on a client, I would normally this gel actually isn't too bad. It doesn't tend to run too much. Some of the other gels that you get, they're not really sculpture gels, so they can tend to run down the nails or run into the sidewalls. So if you're using a gel like that, normally what you do would be you do one nail, flash cure it while you do the other hand. So I'm just flash curing this gel. This is an LED gel, so it can be flash cured for 15 seconds in between the coats, and then when I come to do the last zone, I'll cure it for the entire 60 seconds. So you can see I've went in, I've created like my apex zone, and the next one that I'm going to go in with now after I flash cure this is going to be the cuticle bead. Now if you find that your apex isn't big enough, you can always go back in and create more of an apex, which is what I actually do in this video. So this is the cuticle bead that I'm applying. You can see that when I'm actually putting the gel under the nails, if you look closely, I'm actually doing little circle movements, and this is what helps to take the gel from your brush and leave it on the nail. Okay, so you can see I've just pointed out the apex area on this nail that I haven't just been entirely happy with the structure of it, so I've went in with a little bit more of the builder gel, and I'm just leaving it there in the apex area and then just spreading the rest down the rest of the nail. You can see that every time I bring the lamp up to the nails that I always move my gel pot out of the way of the lamp. If by chance you do make a mistake and you don't move your gel pot and the light from your gel lamp actually goes into your pot, it will cure all your gel, and I have made that mistake quite a few times in the past. So just giving you a heads up that if the pot goes near the lamp, then yes, there is a chance that it's going to cure. It's the same as well, the brush that you use for your gel and your gel polishes, all your builder gels. If by any chance that your nail table is right beside a window, if you leave them out where sunlight can get at them, then yes, there's the same, it's still a UV light, so it can still cure your gels. So with your gels, I would always store them in a drawer, and I would always replace the cap onto your gel brush. So that's me. I've put all the builder gel on all 5 nails, and I'm just about to file them. With any gel, there usually is a residue, like a tacky layer that's left on them, so I just would do a cleanse over with some alcohol just to remove that tacky layer just before I go in and start to file. And again, I always start with my sidewalls. I like to make sure they're nice and straight, and I do that by just running the file up and down the side of the nails. Then I usually go to the free edge and I make sure that that's straight and the length that I want, and then I start from the side again and I work my file up to the center. That way I'm making sure that my apex is kept in the place where I've put it. If you don't do that and you just file over the whole top of the nail, then there's the chance that you're going to file out your apex. But by working from the sides to the center of the nail, you do tend then to keep the apex in its place. And once you're happy with the structure of your nail, so your side walls are straight, your free edge is straight, your apex is in the place, then I would just go over the whole nail just very, very lightly, just making sure that there's no lumps and bumps and that my cuticle area is nice and flush. And then once I'm happy with the overall shape of the nail, I'm just getting in with a buffer just to make sure that it's nice and smooth, and that's just going to remove any of the fine lines. You'll find as well that when you're working with gel compared to acrylics, gels are much easier to file. It's like they're softer. It's not that they're any, you know, there's any less strength in a builder gel and an acrylic, because from experience I haven't found any difference. Clients can be a wee bit sort of, I don't know if gel's going to be the same, but they are. I haven't found any difference in the strength. So I've now buffed all the nails and I've cleansed over them, and now I'm going to apply some of the gel polish. So the gel polish I'm using is actually a new one that I just got in. I had saw on Instagram, and it's by DND and the colour is lemon juice. So I'm just doing this sort of half painted nail, just at a slant. It seems to be quite popular at the minute. There's loads of different pictures of it on Pinterest and Instagram. They're great places to find inspiration for nails and nail art, and then you can just tweak it to, you know, to suit yourself. So I'm using this gel polish. It's from DND and it's called Lemon Juice. And to apply it to the nails, I'm actually using a small striping brush. And I find that I can get the details better, I can get the lines better whenever I use a small brush like this rather than use the brush that came with the bottle. Okay, so before I cure this, I'm just going in and just tidying up any of the lines that I think that aren't completely straight. So I'm just using a flat gel brush and I've dipped it in some acetone, and I'm just going along the edge of that lemon juice just to make sure that it's nice and crisp and clean. So this particular gel polish is cured by LED. So again, you can flash cure in between for 15 seconds, and then before you apply your top coat, you would cure it for 30 seconds. So I'm now applying the top coat. This top coat I'm using is from Gelish, and it's their Top It Off, and it does leave a tacky layer, so you have to wipe it. It's not a non-wipe top coat. So this one gets cured for 60 seconds. Okay, so I've wiped off the tacky layer that the Top It Off has left, and here's the finished nails. If you have liked the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.